My top 5 regrets in stacking gold and silver. Hi and welcome to Cash and Coins. I hope you are doing well. I want to talk about my coin collecting and stacking regrets. Hopefully this might help you on your journey to save a ton of money. As you know, gold and silver have been on a wild ride for the last few years, especially this year. When silver and gold jump around like this, we sometimes make crazy and unnecessary decisions. We buy gold and silver, but we don't want to get stuck with something expensive or something that we don't really want. Here are some things I did right and some I did wrong. Now some I am really embarrassed to say, but I will. And at the end, I do have a bonus above my top 5. Okay, let's get into it. Hello and thank you for joining me here at Cash and Coins. I hope you're doing well. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while, but it's hard to admit mistakes or, when you really do something dumb. But, doing those things do make you a much better buyer of silver and gold. They make you a better person. They teach you great lessons. First, I have to say that I am not a financial advisor, so these are my personal take on things, especially buying and stacking silver and gold. Just so you know, I do have rules that I try to follow, and sometimes I do break. My number one rule is sell it before you buy it, and I'll link a video that explains this so you can see what I mean. But basically, I'm asking myself, can I easily sell this back? Or is it too unique to attract a buyer? No-brainer. Coins like the American Silver Eagle, the American Gold Eagle, the Buffalo, the Britannia, the Maple, the Kangaroo, just to name a few. I wanted to mention this so you know where I'm coming from. Okay, now let's get on to the list, and we'll start off with number 5. I let FOMO, or fear of missing out fever, catch me a few times. Yes, I'm very guilty of this. I have done things like buying the Morgan Peace dollars and the Morgans and the Peace dollars. I feel like I bought too many. How many do I need? Well, this is just one of the things that I did recently that, you just can't get stuck in that fear of missing out. Now, dealers and social media are going to push a certain coin and it's going to make you want to buy it. But, take a step back. Think about it before you do. Now, on to number 4. I bought trendy things. And I am not obeying my number 1 rule. Can I sell this easily? Now, look, dealers and eBay and all these things, they just want you to do one thing, and that's buy. So if there is something trending, let's say the Libertads or the Kookaburras, those come up often, take a step back and think about it. Should you pay the extra premium for this coin? Now, I tend to buy them. I'm not going to tell you a lie, even if they are a bit pricey. Don't do that. Unless it is part of your collection or part of what you want to stack. But as far as stacking the Libertads and the Kookaburras, they are a bit pricey. So, not what a real stacker is looking for. Now, what is better for a true hardcore stacker? Maybe the Kangaroos, the Philharmonic. They have a much lower premium. All right, let's move on to my number 3 regret. Now, number 3, buying ridiculous things. This is the one that's very embarrassing for me. Look at these gold-plated coins I bought. You can buy gimmicky coins, things like goldbacks. Buying small amounts of gold less than 1/10 ounce. Buying silver that's less than 1 ounce. Now look at this Egyptian stuff that I have. Not silver or gold. It's gold-plated. And some people like the gold backs. I know I say this often, but I think they're really gimmicky. They're really expensive. You can't even test them for gold or, gold weight. You can't do a gravity test on them. They're just gold foil on plastic. So they are really hard for me to like. But again, if you like them, buy them. I always say buy what you like. It's your money. They might be a fun thing for as a collector piece, but remember, they are very expensive. Okay, on to my number 2 regret. Not buying more when I could have. There have been some really good spot deals that I just basically ignored. But looking back, I would be much better off if I bought them instead of waiting. I can't even call this a rookie mistake because I'm not a rookie. At least I don't see myself that way. I think if you have the funds allocated for precious metals and there is a good deal, jump on it. It will help keep your dollar cost averaging lower. And that's what you want. And in the end, it's more profit for you. And who doesn't like a little more profit? Okay, here we go. On to my number 1 regret. Not buying early enough and having fear. Gold and silver, as you know I always say, are real money. Well, many of us say that. They go up with inflation, so they keep their value while the dollar loses value. All fiat money loses value. I waited back in 2017 all the way until the end in December to start. Back then, prices for silver and gold were lower, especially for gold. They were about half of what they are now. If I would have not waited, I would have done much better. My dollar cost average would be much better on my total for gold and silver. Again, these are my thoughts. And yes, gold and silver, they do jump up and down like a Mexican jumping bean. But they tend to keep up with inflation, and that's very important. And that's my main reason for having them. Now, I told you I was going to have a bonus regret. I kind of mentioned it earlier, but let me be more specific. Buying gold and silver in a half a gram, or a gram bar, or a gram coin, like the Canadian maple. This is one that I just recently purchased. Markup on these are ridiculous. I think waiting a bit so that you could buy at least a 1/10 ounce piece of gold or a full ounce of silver would be much better. Now, the only time where I say fractional silver is good, and it's not the case anymore, was on junk silver, on constitutional silver. Because you could get dimes and quarters at a good price. But that's pretty much over. Constitutional stuff is expensive now. So watch out. Unless they have a good deal, stay away from that fractional stuff. Buy your full ounce. Now, if you care to share, please let us know in the comments any regrets. If you're willing to share them, like I said, buying gold and silver. Maybe there's something that we can all learn. I hope this video has helped you out. Please like, share, and subscribe if you have not. As I always say, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video.